Black couple plunged into violent racist nightmare after car accident on rural county road. So ever since the orange man been in office, these red devils, they've been, you know, intensifying their attacks. It says a black married couple was allegedly threatened and chased by racist assailants down a rural Virginia road, resulting in a traumatizing car wreck. Amila Majors, 23, and Jamaria Gaskins, 24, said they were viciously attacked and terrorized with a firearm. So these red devils chased this black couple, down this rural road in Virginia, brandishing firearms. The wives were headed to Gaskin's mother's house when they pulled over to check out their car after hearing a loud noise. A man spotted them immediately, came out of his home. Just totally unprovoked. It's like wild animals, when they see black skin, it's like wild animal mode kicks in. A man spotted them, immediately came out of his home. He flashed them a thumbs up, so the women thought he was going to help them with their car troubles. Nope, he's not coming to help you. You see, the Bible tells you never trust thine enemies. But instead of the assistance they were expecting, Majors and Gaskins were allegedly bombarded with racial slurs and violence. These are two women, having car issues. And this man comes out of his house, he's got plenty of time, to attack these women and call them, all kinds of names. We were chased, threatened with firearms. They were pointing firearms at these women, unarmed women. They thought, hey, this man's going to help us out. You see? So they were threatened with firearms. That's an assault with a deadly weapon. But wait a minute, let's see what charges they get. Stick around to the end. And called racial slurs by 3 white individuals who acted as if they were part of a white supremacist group. 2 of them physically attacked my wife while brandishing a gun and shouting threats. They were allegedly targeted by Mark Goodman, 59-year-old man here. He 59-year-old, just think about it. No wisdom at all, just hatred. And Elizabeth Foley, 32, who both face charges regarding the horrifying attack. Let's see what kind of charges they get, y'all. So look at the sister's face after, they flipped their car over trying to escape these white supremacists. 23 years old, almost lost her life. This is one of the red devils. Elizabeth Wolfrey, 32 years old, allegedly waved a gun at the terrified couple. These women were minding their own business. They had car issues. And I guarantee you, these are Christians. These are Christians. They're going to be in church on Sunday. It says, the third man has not been named because he was not charged. Why not? Spotsylvania Sheriff's Office Major Delbert Merrick told the Fredericksburg Free Press. Pictures of the ordeal showed Wolfrey sinisterly grinning as she waved a gun in the air. This red devil had a smile on her face, in the 2 black women, the black couple, they were in fear of their lives while she's smiling and grinning. Goodman was captured pulling down his pants and showing his backside to Majors and Gaskins. Majors wrote the racist trio called her and her wife the N-word and told them they didn't belong there. See that? You in America. You think you're an American citizen. You think you have rights. here in America. You want to serve your country, you know. You wanna strap on a rifle and put the American flag on your shoulder, you know. But this is the kind of stuff that we deal with here in America. You know, after you defend your country, you come home and this is what, you know, you face or could face. It says, as the culprits taunted and berated the couple, Gaskins was on the phone with the police. Why are you calling the police? You in you in a small, you know, country hick town, and you gonna call the police? They all know each other. They all related to each other. So the situation escalated when Majors and Gaskin tried to flee the scene for safety. When they went to drive away, the tormentors allegedly started trailing them. One of them rode up beside us on a four-wheeler and aimed a gun directly at my head through the driver's window. This is a picture of their vehicle. They lucky to be alive. It says, Major sustained severe injuries according to her chilling retelling of the incident. She woke up in the hospital and with a fractured spine and head injuries, as well as broken clavicle and rib. She shared a photo of herself with bruising all over her face and swelling around her eye sockets from the impact of the crash. So these people had a real life Hills Have Eyes incident. You see, they were in the wrong place at the wrong time. This is in Virginia. You see, all these people are related to one another. You know, incest is very strong in this community. So, hey, you know, never trust your enemy. Never expect, you know, help from these people. I don't. I don't expect help. I don't want their help. You see. But these people are very lucky to be alive, you know. But hey, I pray that, you know, they have a speedy recovery and that, you know, they're going to be dealing with this, you know, trauma for a long time. But, you know, these people, they only got misdemeanor charges. It says here, during the course of the incident, a related motor vehicle crash also occurred. Deputies conducted a preliminary investigation at the scene, which resulted in two individuals being charged with brandishing a firearm and indecent exposure. Both misdemeanor charges, y'all. This should have been a felony. This should have been a felony. This should be a hate crime. You see? But, you know, these people all know each other. They probably all went to the same schools. And, you know, probably nothing's going to come of it. You know, they're probably going to pay a fine or, you know, do some community service. They're going to probably do some community service at the local beer pub or something. And that's going to be the end of it, you know.